I started doing yoga when I was 19, when I was living in California, and when I first went to those yoga classes, I found myself in certain stretches getting really emotional and really surprised at how emotional I was getting. This was really curious to me. I didn't understand what was going on, so I set out to figure out how to replicate this, how this is possible, why this is happening. The yoga therapy combined with the psychotherapy is addressing the underlying emotional or psychological issues and also at the same time releasing the physical tension. A regular session would begin with an intake. I'm asking the client what their goals and their expectations are, what brought them here today, and then I'm also getting a little bit of a history from them to understand better who they are, understand them in context of their lives. And then from the intake, we usually go straight to the massage table where we start to integrate the body into the dialogue and start becoming more aware of what's happening in the body as the client's talking. From the table, I usually want to start right away by teaching clients some breathing techniques that they can use as they walk out the door immediately to start bringing that relaxation and that letting go into their day-to-day lives. People hold a lot of fear, a lot of anger in their hips. So one of the things I'm often trying to do is stretch the hips. There's some really great hip openers that I can do with a client lying on the massage table and releasing some of the chronic holding and the chronic constriction in those hips can bring greater inner peace and definitely some release. There's a lot of pressure points along the arms and the hands that are great to address, but mostly what I'm trying to do by stretching the arm is to release the shoulder and to bring some relaxation into that area. So I'm pulling down on the arm to release some of that tension and then bringing the arms overhead to get into the upper back as well as the shoulders and a little bit into the neck where we hold a lot of tension. Anybody who's been stressed at work or in school knows that the neck is the common spot. So trying to give some release to the neck by giving a little bit of a massage, a little bit of traction, stretching the head from side to side really helps to release some of the energy that's blocked in there. Another big cause of tension in the neck and shoulders is our breathing patterns. When we're doing short, shallow breathing and we're all up in our chest, the body is not meant to be breathing from up here. So we're using all sorts of tiny little muscles in our neck and shoulders to support this kind of stressy breathing in essence, instead of using the huge big diaphragm and all the other big muscles that are meant to be sustaining the breath throughout the day. So trying to release some of these muscles in here with some stretches and some massage can help to release some of the chronic pain or some of the emotional holding that's going on there. And then just because it feels really great, I like to also give a little bit of a massage to the forehead and the face, get the jaws a little bit. People hold a lot of anger and frustration in the jaws, so massaging these parts of the face can be very relaxing. One thing I hear often is, oh, I can't do yoga therapy because I'm not flexible. You don't need to be flexible. It is not at all about how deep you can get into a stretch, or even if you know how to do the deep belly breathing. Most of my clients that come in have had little or no yoga experience, and it's really doesn't matter at all because I'm the one doing all the work. I'm moving your body into the poses and we just work with wherever you're at. People with chronic stress, anxiety disorders, depression, this is really helpful for those people. And within that category, people who are struggling with fertility issues or reproductive health. I also work a lot with people who are suffering from cancer. This is an approach that can teach you some skills and some techniques to help relax. We can address some of the issues that are presenting in your body and heal some of the old traumas from the past.